Welcome. I'm going to be showing you here how to work with menus in WordPress. We've got a menu here, as you can see. This is kind of like our main menu, or that's how we're treating it on the site here. Let me give you a look here. We're going to go to menus here. And what I've gone ahead and done is I've got a primary menu, which is the menu that we've got here. Home About Me, as you can see, Home About Me. And I've gone ahead and created a new menu. I'm actually going to delete that for you right now. I'll show you how to make a new menu from scratch. You just want to go ahead and click on this plus sign here. You want to give your menu a name. We'll just go ahead and call this one New Menu. Go ahead and click Create. Now we've got our new menu, and then of course you can add a couple of things here. You can add custom links. Literally, you can put any kind of URL that works here. You can give it a menu item or a label. Basically, this is going to be what it's called in your menu. For instance, even though it's a link to Google, we're going to call it Bing. And you can actually come in here and change the URL at any time. We could even change the navigation at any time. And of course, you want to save menu every time you make a change. Kind of a heads up, if you ever make a change and let's say you click on save and you want to go back, unfortunately you can't go back. So just be aware of that whenever you're going to change anything. You can also add any kind of page you want to the menu. We've got our most recent pages we made, view all, which shows you all of your pages, and then a search function, which you probably don't really use, but let's say you've got quite a bit of pages here. This will pull up a page pretty quickly. We're going to go ahead and just add this About Me page. And for fun, we'll just go ahead and change it to About. Save that. And of course, another thing you may never use but want to probably know about, categories. You can add categories to your menu. And this will link to categories of a post. Here are your posts up here, and here are your categories. And if you've got 10 posts about cats, in the category about cats, you can put that here. In fact, just so there's no confusion, I'll change the menu here for that. Alright, so we've got our custom menu link, our page link, and our category link. Neat thing you can do with menus too is if you wanted to make, let's say, a submenu, all you gotta simply do is just drag and drop this right under this menu here. Drag it out if you want to make it a main menu button. You can drag it under this guy here. And even more fun, you can make this a sub-menu of that. So you've got your main menu, sub-menu, and then sub of the sub. You can save that. Actually, what I'll do is save this. So now we've got our primary menu and our new menu. Kind of one other thing I want to show is this navigation for your theme. Primary navigation is going to be right under here. Secondary will be on top here. And it's pretty much interchangeable. You could have primary on both if for some reason you wanted that, as you can see. It doesn't matter. It's not going to break WordPress if you have the same menu on the same part of the site several times. It's no big deal. We can handle it. Let's go ahead and change our secondary to the new menu, just to kind of show you how that submenu will look. There we go. See, there's your submenu there. In fact, I'll get rid of this one, or I'll swap this out. Get rid of this. Refresh this. And all I've done is swapped out the primary menu, which is again down here, to show this new menu we created here. And then there's a sub-menu again. And of course, I wouldn't worry about the styling of everything. You can actually restyle it yourself, but this is just a quick run through. If you want to, let's say, add menus to your widget areas, pretty easy to do. We've got our primary sidebar here, which has our primary menu. That's here. And we've got a secondary sidebar, which I've gone ahead and added the new menu here already. Let me just go ahead and delete that and show you how it's done. All you have to simply do is find your custom menu widget, drag it to where you want it, and you can choose whatever menu you want to use. And now for the purpose of this site, we only have mainly this primary menu, and there's no secondary sidebar. You will probably notice here. It's just content menu, and that's just more for the look of the site. But here's what you can do if you want to have, let's say, a sidebar menu here, or maybe you want it up here, but let's say you want it here, or here, or here. For that, I've actually created a post for this site that will show you how you can do that. So we've got our post here. Right now, it's basically following something I pre-made earlier. Now I'm going to show you this right here. We're going to go ahead and use the default layout for our settings here, which shows that we've got content here, menu here. I go back and change it to content sidebar, which basically reverses the layout we have. Sidebar content, which is more or less our theme setting. We can have our content, sidebar, 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 sidebar content, and so forth. You can even have a full width page if for some reason you only have, like, let's say your menu in the primary navigation area. We're going to go with side by side, actually we'll go with sidebar, content sidebar. Update that once you make your change, and then view your post. And here we've got our second brand new menu, and then of course our main primary menu. And you could always just, let's say, flip those around if you wanted to in your widgets area. So be kind of cautious with what you do here. And now they're flipped. And that's pretty much how you work with menus.